Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Got my first cucumber out of the garden today. I know. I grew it all by myself. From a seed, I grew it. We're going to have it for supper. So excited. I want to thank the Lord and the water company for making this possible. There's cucumber. I got back from our trip last night and I fell asleep on the couch. And my darling husband let me sleep until he just couldn't anymore. And he was like, you were snoring. And I was like, I don't know. So we finally went to bed. And of course I get up with the chickens. But look at here. I got my first cucumber out of my garden. Ta-da. That's it. That's all I got. I got a couple of little cucumbers, but we've been gone for a week, and my corn's doing good, but the groundhogs ate all my beans and most of my potatoes and all of my celery and all my Brussels sprouts and all my broccoli. So it looks like we're just going to have cucumbers and peppers and corn. It's a weird combo. So tonight's topic is customer service and the like thereof. Let's start in Mount Vernon, Illinois, because that's where this story takes place. Sean and I rolled into town super late. We drove through Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, and we're now in Mount Vernon, Illinois, just for the night. Traded in our Marriott points so we could stay. And we decide, okay, it's 10:30 at night. Nothing's open but the Waffle House and the Denny's. Let's go to Denny's and we'll have breakfast, whatever. So we go into Denny's, we sit down, we're parked right outside the window of the table in which we're sitting. And all of a sudden, this guy goes up randomly and kicks the front grill of our truck. We're like, well, then Sean hits the panic button on the truck, so it beeps. Well, then the man gets mad and starts fist fighting our F-250. And we're just sitting there eating our stuffed French toast like, well, then the waitress comes over. She's like, well, we're going to call the cops. And we're like, great. Welcome to Mount Vernon. So not one, not two, but three of Mount Vernon's finest show up to approach this man who is now sitting on the bench smoking a Marlboro Red and thinking about his life choices. And he's getting up and he's pontificating and he's telling them some big story about how bad it is. And of course I can't hear it, but I'm sitting over there eating and I keep getting closer to the window, like watching to see what's going on. The moon's already up. So 30 minutes later, the cops don't arrest him. He moseys on, and I'm like, well, can we finish our dinner and then get on out of here? So then we had a lovely moment at the the checkout stand with another couple. A Backstreet Boys song came on, and we all started singing it at the same time, and it was fantastic. So that was good customer service. You can tell the people at Denny's probably smoked a bowl before they got there. They're probably smoking one right now while they're fixing your eggs. They're not in a hurry. There's no drama. They recommend the best stuff to eat, and they always smell a little bit like smoke and a whole lot like Gucci. You know, like they're just a cloud of perfume and smoke. And I'm like, oh, these are my people. Doesn't bother me. You're going to see a fist fight at a Waffle House. That's about a given. You know what's going to happen. You very rarely see a fight at a Denny's, just so you know. So, speaking of customer service and the lack thereof, there's a new restaurant in Milton, West Virginia called La Banca. Now, I'm telling y'all about this because they have blocked me from their social media pages, and they've blocked my husband from their social media pages because we left a review. As most of you know, I'm pretty particular about food, seeing as that I eat all the time and have an ass to back it up. I know my way around food. You don't get a body like this eating salad. This takes years of dedication eating all kinds of food. So we had high hopes. We went for one of our anniversary dinners because you know us. We celebrate all the time. We went, okay, we're having a special. Steamed broccoli, polenta, which I love polenta, and a ribeye. Okay. We'll take ours medium well. And the reason we say that is because they'll usually yank it off the grill at rare, throw it in the window for about another 10 minutes while you're waiting for your server to get done smoking. And by the time it gets to us, it's medium well. That's just a safe temperature to ask for. These steaks in particular were still mooing And one of them was still bleeding on the table. And I was like, these are nowhere near cooked, let alone medium well. So it's fine. And also, the more I dug through my polenta, the more I realized that it was not in fact polenta, but in fact instant mashed potatoes, which is not the same as polenta. And then also, my sweet tea was just unsweet tea with 3 big old heaping spoons of sugar just sitting in the bottom of the glass. That's not how you make sweet tea. Even if you have unsweet tea, you got to make simple syrup first, or else it's just going to do that. That's everybody from the South knows that. And then Sean, at the time, ordered a virgin espresso martini, which is basically chocolate milk in a really pretty glass. And he took a big old swig and started bleeding. The martini glass was chipped in about 4 places, and I was like, pretty sure that's not supposed to happen either. So after we got the bill that was 3 digits. Really? 3 digits. We were never offered an appetizer. Oh, and another thing, we did get dessert. Tiramisu is not cheesecake. Whoever told you it was lied to you. That's not the same thing. That's like saying pie's the same as cake. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. So, having been a professionally trained chef in Vicenza, Italy for 2 whole years of my life with Antonio Carlucci, okay, know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to Italian food. We use way too much dairy in our products over here. They don't use that much over there. Cheese is a good thing in moderation, and if you know how to manipulate it, you don't have to drown it in sweet cream. Olive Garden. That's the nearest nothing Italian food I've ever had in my entire life, and y'all keep going. But anyway. Maybe my standards are too high because I've actually trained in Italy under professional chefs and worked in restaurants where I was tasked to make these things again. Maybe my standards are far too high. For Milton, West Virginia, considering that you have a Subway, a Taco Bell, and a Shaunett's Buffet, I think you'd probably step it up, considering that you're the same people who own the Grand Patrician multi-billion-dollar golf course, hotel, and resort. Doesn't give me a lot of faith for your upcoming venture into the hotel business. I'm kind of thinking bed bugs and cockroaches, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It used to be an asylum, and then it was no folks home. Nothing could go wrong. I'm sure everything's fine. And I'm not hating on the people who are trying to revitalize this little town, even though it's all one family and they're closely in association with the mayors of the town surrounding them. And that's fine. All about small town politics and who scratches whose back. I understand that. But if you're going to feed the public under the guise of an Italian restaurant, maybe know what the hell you're doing. And if you don't, my number's in the book. I'd be glad to show you what you're doing wrong. I'd be glad to show you how to make carbonara or eggplant parmesan or piccata, because you ain't doing that right neither. I'd be glad to show you how to cook it on an actual stove so you don't have to microwave it. You heard me. You don't have to microwave it, especially with a $30 price tag. Not hating on you, offering you my help, because there is a lot of possibility and potential in that particular location, especially with what you're building next door. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying you need to do better, especially in a town this small with this little amount of income. And we all save our money for special occasions, and we'd rather spend it locally than to drive into Charleston or Huntington. But if you can't even so much as tell the difference between corn and taters, we got a bigger fish to fry there, sis. All right? Maybe y'all should lock yourself in that bank vault and watch some training or cooking videos for a little bit. But I'm sure that you'll get on here and say some bullshit that you did on your page and on my husband's page, and then block us from your social media accounts because you would rather ignore us than have any accountability. That sound familiar to anybody else? I leave all the hate on my page. Mostly because my fans will defend me and have a lot of fun arguing in the section. And the more that you watch it, the more that you comment, the more money I make. So who really cares, right? So I don't even delete anybody, even when they call me transvestites or fat or ugly or untalented or stupid or a maggot or a Trumper or a communist or a Nazi. Actually, he didn't, Jan, read that again. He took it away from the people playing the system and got no iPhones and new Cadillacs. And I know about 10 of them on my blog, so God bless our president. All he's saying is that if you're going to live on our dime, you got to show some work for it. As someone who has been on Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps, and welfare in her past, all it's saying is that you have to actually be deserving of this. You can't be popping out babies like a Pez dispenser and hoping that the government's going to take care of your grocery bill anymore. That's what it's doing. We were spending $500 million a year on a Clean Air Act that didn't amount to shit. We were spending $20 billion a year to come up with some kind of transgender big bird for Iran. Why? We were sending Medicare benefits to people that have been dead since 2020. Why? We're just trimming the fat, Jan. Take a breath. Nobody's taking away your Medicare. Nobody's taking away your Medicaid. And if you earned it, if it's something that you actually need and you can prove that you need it because you are disabled or you are on some kind of work release or you're down on your luck, that's what that's for. It's not for you to milk it from now to the end of time like some of my cousins who are living off the government's dime and have never worked a day in their life. That's what they're doing, is cutting the fat. If you're an able-bodied, it has nothing to do with the elderly and the disabled. Jan, you're getting all pissed off about nothing, sister. You need to smoke a cigarette or a joint or somewhere in the middle because you're not reading the bill right. You're getting all tore up by the fear-mongering and the misinformation that's being distributed across the social media pages. That's not what the bill says at all. Actually, everybody got a raise in America who needs one. Everybody is getting covered and getting health care and getting benefits that needs it. What it's taking it away from is the people that don't be needing it. The people who are here illegally, the people that are here and stealing our tax money. Okay, Jan, no need to shout. Again, be nice, or I'm going to make an example of you. There's no need to be so mean. If you don't understand something, do a little more research. But like someone wise once said, it's better to let people assume that you're an idiot than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. You just need to read it a little more closely because I think that you're missing the point. We're trimming the fat. And we're getting rid of all of these men and women and children that are playing the system. Okay? It's a game, just like everything is. Everything's a game. The music industry is a game. This is a game. Medicare's a game. Medicaid's a game. Whether you're on it or not, read the bill and read it for what it is. Social Security tax is gone. Calm down. Calm down. I have one buddy over in Ashland who's like, our Social Security, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. They're getting all upset. What we're saying is that we've got to pay the light bill and the electric bill, so we can't go to Starbucks and Pizza Hut this week. I know you're used to having a venti, cafe, latte, mochaccino, blah, 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 but we can't have it right now because we've got to pay the light bill. Do you see what I mean, Jan? We're just cutting the trim. We're just trimming all the fat. It's all right. It's okay. Take a breath. I know that you like me because of my music and you like me because of my comedy and you get all bent out of shape when I start talking about politics, but somebody needs to explain it to you that understands it. And right now you're getting all tore up about something that you don't understand. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying read it a little closer and go to the summary page that explains it all in detail. There's plenty of literature online that gets this right. Okay? Don't be listening to the liberals freaking out over here in the left. They're lacking in basic education, reading comprehension, and logic. So just calm down. Okay? Republicans, calm down. Yes, we're winning, and I could live forever on the sweet taste of victory, and he's done it all in less than 6 months, and he's going to sign it tomorrow on the 4th of July, our nation's birthday. I get it. We're all excited about it. Calm down. Calm down. Everybody meet in the middle with a healthy amount of respect and admiration and moderation for the powers that be, that we actually got some things done according to a campaign promise that 77 million Americans voted in. Okay? Okay? Y'all had your turn for 4 years. All we got was a bunch of illegal immigrants taking our Medicaid and Medicare and welfare and food stamps. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. We're saying you don't need this, but our people do, so we're going to give it to them. Take a breath. It's okay. Everything's fine. It's okay. It's all right. Honey, you're yelling again. Now, you yell one more time, I'm going to block your ass off this page. Now, I done said be nice. Okay? I done said be nice. If you can't say something nice, Jan, then go sit in your timeout corner and think about the things that you have done. But you're not going to act like that on my page. Okay? Either get with the program and read up on it or keep your mouth shut, because right now you just got a bunch of people in my corner that's as mad as I am about it. Be nice or shut up. Simple as that. But you're on my page. If you don't drink Starbucks, that's fine. If you buy dildos, you subscribe to porn, you got Netflix, you got HBO, whatever it is that's a frill on your damn budget, we're cutting that for a little bit so we can take care of the bills that need paying. If you can't understand the basic checks and balances of a checkbook, I don't know what to tell you. So, anyway, everybody's all freaked out. In the meantime, can we celebrate the fact that our president has been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize? Is that not cool? I think that is so amazing. Look at what he's done in 6 months. In 6 months. He's a returning senior going back to college, and he's like, nope, I know to avoid the ice cream machine. I know not to rush a sorority or fraternity. I know just to go to class, and I'll get my degree. We've all done it. We know how to do it. Get there. He's doing it. I don't have to worry about it. I got people trying to fight my F-250 at a Denny's in Mount Vernon. I'm not really that worried about alligator Alcatraz. They ain't going to take me. They ain't going to take nobody that I know. I ain't really that worried about it. If you don't like the fact that we're taking illegal immigrants and detainees to a place of imprisonment until we can take them back to the country of their origin as to protect the peace and the sanctity of our nation for American citizens, you're in the wrong damn state. You're in the wrong damn country. You're in the wrong damn neck of the woods. You don't want to go to alligator Alcatraz. Don't come here illegally and break the law. It's really easy. Everybody deserves to come to America just like everybody deserves to go to Disney World. But if you don't have a ticket and you start some shit at Disney World, they're going to kick you out. Simple as that. Simple as that. And I know that comprehension is real low on your things to do. You'd rather have an emotional IQ than an intelligent one, and that's fine. I would just rather you be well informed as to not make yourself look like a dumbass on social media. And I know a lot of you come at me and say, well, you don't know shit. Well, I beg to differ. And if you don't know shit, I recommend that you order this little book. The United States Constitution and other American documents. I'll be damned. It's all right here, black and white. Declaration of Independence and all, the greatest breakup note that ever was. Tells you everything that's going on. Tells you that Trump was in the right by bombing Iran. Tells you that we're right in the middle of what we should be doing. Tells you that the big beautiful bill has passed because of the rules in this book. And if this one blows your mind, you wait till you get a hold of a Bible. I'm telling you, everything we're going through has already been written before. And the more that you pay attention and learn up on the book, the better equipped you're going to be for the test coming up. And trust me, there's a test coming up. So, Jan, I hope that you just got right with Jesus, or else you have blocked me again, in which case, I don't know. I don't care. I'm just saying, you're not going to act a fool on my page. This is my porch. Girl, there you are. There you are. I was worried that you might have went back to, minding your own business for a minute, but I'm glad to see that you're back. Jane, you get so bent out of shape over the dumbest stuff, sister. Take a breath. We ain't even never met in real life. Hell, you might even like me in real life. Calm down. It's not worth getting worked up over. You're going to give yourself a stroke over what? Over what? Something that you can't control, I can't control, somebody else is in charge. I don't know what you expect me to do about it, but hollering at me and making an ass of yourself on my Facebook page ain't going to do nothing but make you a little more famous in the wrong way. Trust me on that. Not a threat. 100% promise. Got 104 songs on iTunes and 30,000 in a catalog that proves they shouldn't have said that to me. Okay? It's my job. And it's a joke, not a dick. Quit taking it so damn hard. Damn, sis, do you want to borrow my cucumber? I know it's the first one out of my garden, but I'll give it to you if you're in a bad need. That's what I had to say. Is it going to bother the Medicare and Medicaid? Not for the people that actually need it, but if you're using it like a coupon and a free gift card, If you're childless and able-bodied, then they're saying that you have to work so many hours a month to receive your benefits. Okay. Accountability. I know that that's a new concept for 90% of y'all, but we had to show our work growing up. I don't know if y'all didn't have to do that after 2000 or what. But I'm just saying, calm thyself. We're just cutting out the freeloaders. We're kicking out the people that ain't paying rent. I don't understand why you're having such a big problem with that. You wouldn't let them stay in your house for free. You wouldn't let them raid your fridge without pitching into the grocery bill. You sure as hell wouldn't let them drive your car without seeing their insurance. Just common sense, We're just trimming the fat. Calm down. There's bigger things to worry about right now. then something that sounds like it doesn't even concern you. You're just getting all worked up over nothing. You done said that you on Medicaid or Medicare, and well, then don't worry about it. What you bitching about? Just hear the rocks rattle around in your head, or what? Alligator Alcatraz cracks me up. I want a t-shirt. I mean, why not? Oh, my starlings are back. They have a couple of nests under my eaves here, and they've been bringing their youngins food all night. I can hear them. It sounds like reindeer across the top of my tin roof. Well, hello, beautiful. It's Big Morning Dove. Hi, baby. Go eat some corn. The chickens are in. They're the same size as my little bainies, so they get down there and eat with them, and it's precious. Did you hear? Anyway, so we just got back from our 14-state road trip in 8 days. Got home last night, and the trailer is sitting out in front of the house right now because we're loaded up to head to, is it Basie? Up there in Virginia. Way up there. Isn't that a big cucumber? I'm willing to ship it, Jan. Anyway, so we're headed to Virginia tomorrow, so if you want to come celebrate the 4th with us, then get on the road. We're going to be there at Pale Fire Brewing. Can't wait to go. It's going to be beautiful weather. We're going to have a great night. My show starts at 6:30. We're going to have fireworks somewhere in the middle of it. I may even dig out the piano and a big hat. You just never know what's going to happen. In the meantime, I did a little gardening, got a cucumber, got a couple of them. My turkeys are losing their mind, especially, wait. Do you hear them? Tears them all to shit. So that's what I've done today. And Sean let me take a nap, and I did a little laundry, and I planted some tomato suckers that I started, and they took root. And I'm trying to propagate my sagebrush that I stole from the Teddy Roosevelt Park. And then I am going to work on getting these sunflower seeds dried out before we leave tomorrow. Jan, you just don't learn, do you? Yeah. It's like you knew.
It's almost like I can read your mind.
Oh.
I'm watching you inside. You're funny.
This guitar is foggy. It's so cold up inside. Would love to see you in Huntsville, Alabama. Well, we're going to be down towards Dothan. Do you know where that's at? Is that close? I've been a lot of places in Alabama, but I'm not good with geography. You think I'd be better with it as many times I've been down there, but I just ain't. I got to get a map out. Oh, I'm going to wear a hat. It's a big one. I have to tell you a funny story. So I met a little child. I say little child. She's probably 12, 13 years old. And she is Fort Peck Papa Sioux tribe. And when she saw my hat, she asked me, "Are you some kind of medicine woman or a chief or something?" I was like, "No, I just like feathers." She goes, "Well, people in our tribe only wear those feathers if they're like high up on the food chain kind of thing." And I was like, "Oh, that's neat." And I said, "No, this is just a derby hat." She goes, What's a derby?" And I was like, "The derby? Like in Kentucky? Like we get together and we race horses and we drink and we eat and we wear big outfits and we dance and we have big parties and we go bet on the horses." And she goes, "So a powwow?" And I was like, No, like we get together and like we have like special foods and special drinks and we all wear special outfits and we wear big hats." And she goes, "So a powwow." And the more I tried to describe the Kentucky Derby, the more I actually was just given apparently the definition of a Sioux powwow. So I was like, I never realized that the Kentucky Derby is just a big old powwow. So anyway, it was just really fun. But anyway, that was in my head. My starlings are trying to get into their nest. You hear them? They're like clicking around up there. I was trying to think of something real precious to sing, because, you know. You want to hear something, though, that it's not rude? When my we went to Montana for a wedding, and the couple that got married in this beautiful prairie with this gorgeous canyon and all this grassland, like just you see the wind dancing through it, and your voice just carries for miles. And I was like, this is magical. So I wrote them a wedding song, and no one's got to hear it yet, so I'll play that one, because why be mean? I could be, but then you're going to ruin my buzz, and I smoked way too much today for you to fuck up my high. So anyway, out here on the prairie, that's a place where we took our vows under heaven. That big open sky, I promise to I got above you the rest of my life, till the day that I die. The wind blows through the canyon and dances over the grass, carries a sweet scent of our love down the hill, and as far as forever, I can see us together. Darling, I do now. I always will. And as far as forever, I can see us together. Darling, I do now. I always will. Out here on the prairie, that's the place where we took our vows under heaven, in that big open sky. So anyway, that was their wedding song. I wrote it on Friday. Anyway, it's less than a week ago. So, but rather than write something mean, which is so my thing, but today I'm just feeling very peaceful. Maybe it's the marijuana, maybe it's the grace of God. Either way, I'll take it, and it avoids my blood pressure from getting up. So, I'm trying to think. Let's sing something else. wrote this with Cassie and Troy Brooks a while back, like 4 or 5 years, maybe. And I found it by accident like a month ago, and now it's like, I remember why I love this song. We wrote it. I'm gonna like start adding it to the set, but it's called Bored. What I'd give to have 20 minutes in my day to throw away, that'd be okay. I'd love to find some time to lay right in my nightgown, damn near all day. I wonder what it's like to have your mind have time on your hands and money in the bank. Think I'd like to be nothing to do, nowhere to go. Like to be nothing to prove, nothing to show. I'd like to be bored. I got way too many irons in the fire. Stay on top, just can't stop. Clock in, clock out, but it don't end there. Got plans to make, can't catch a break. There's no slowing down when you're on this train. Besides, it takes my mind off of the pain. Think I'd like to be but I'd like to be bored and nothing to do, and nowhere to go. Think I'd like to be nothing to prove, nothing to show. Think I'd like to be bored. About people. That's a train. That's a train coming. Anyway, let's see if they still respond. They're all back in the coop. That's how I check. Usually I ring the dinner bell, but Sean found that horn today, and that's been really fun. So, anyway, but that's the rooster, man, that it's time to get everybody into the coop. So, I want to get on here for a second and say hello, because I know that we have been AWOL. We've been gone for 8 days on the road, and I tried to get on here when I could when we had service. So, it's been crazy. So, we leave tomorrow morning pretty early to head towards Virginia. So, please come celebrate the 4th of July with us up at Pale Fire Brewing if you're in the area, or even if you can leave today and see us there tomorrow. And then we're back to West Virginia on Saturday, head to Kentucky on Wednesday for radio on Thursday, and a show in Canton, Kentucky on Friday the 11th. And then we are spending some time with my brother and my sister-in-law and my gorgeous niece and nephew for a couple of days up in Irvin and hanging out with the crew. And then we are headed back to West by God, Virginia. So if you need any kind of entertainment from July the 15th to August the 12th, let us know, because we took a couple weeks off and we'd love to come play somewhere close. So holler at us. We'd love to do a bonfire, barbecue, birthday party, get together, whatever you want to have. Holler at us and let us know, because we have some time on the schedule that has opened up. Because I thought I would need more time to recoup than I have, so I'm ready to get back to it. So, might as well stay busy. But in the meantime, just take a breath. Everything's going to be okay. Let's all say a prayer for Jan. She's all wound up. I was afraid that her actual name was Karen. And I'm like, Karen, you're caring too much. So, there's ice cream right next to Phil First. Shut your mouth. Don't threaten me with a good time, because I'll sure as hell do it. So anyway, I'm so sorry that you lost your dog, Tracy. Oh, that breaks my heart. I know what that's like, and it hurts no matter what. So, the chickens had something to say about it. We had a chicken cross the Rainbow Bridge this past week, too, so maybe they're hanging out together. So, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry that you've been sad. And, we're just going to get stuff done. I got to get in here and repack. We got to get in here and reorganize the trailer, because, good Lord, it looks like a yard sale and a bomb. It's just terrible. It's just awful. And I have nobody to blame but myself. And we haven't taken the trailer on a gig in a while, so I got to get in there and strap some shit down, clean some stuff out, try to figure out where all these clothes go that have fallen off of the rack. I'm telling you, it's going to be a whole mess of terror. Maybe I can talk the neighbors into coming out here and helping us. In other news, keep your eyes on the liquor store shelves. I'm not drinking anymore, but I hope that you do. My face and likeness is going on a big old jar of moonshine. For my Irvin people, we are reviving Rooster Juice and bringing it back, and now we've got a big nationwide distributor, and they have come up with the Rooster Juice recipe like we used to have, and it's hitting the shelves this fall. So get excited that Rooster Juice is going national, and we're going to have some t-shirts and some songs and things to come along with that. And we're going to try to do a show down in Alabama with the Hoochie Hooch Distillery. That was so nice to do this for us. There's a big press release coming after this single and stuff, so get really excited about it. We got some big stuff coming up. So if you want to catch up with us and see what's going on, get on SarahBethTerry.com. I know it was down for a few days, and that's my fault. I thought that Sean had updated it. He thought I'd updated it. Neither one of us had updated it. And then it just said, well, we're going to just quit for a couple days. Hi, darling.
Hello.
Speak of the devil. You're not the devil. You're not the devil. You're just cute as one. Sure. Thank you. I laid it down very gingerly. Thank you.
Just so human.
I know. Take Siggy in. Lord, that guitar's older than I am. That guitar's older than North Dakota. No, that's not true. But North Dakota's not that old. Everybody's like, it was only founded in. I was like, really? It's weird. My favorite thing about the trip, I think, was the irony of either the Nebraska National Forest.
That was pretty good.
There's like 9 trees. And it says home of Arbor Day. I'm like, I'm calling bullshit. Like,
Okay, more than 9, but like legitimately an acre.
Maybe an acre of trees.
Worth of tree. Like we drove through it in less than 30 seconds.
I was like, oh, this is it. But
And that was their whole national forest.
other than that, what got me real tickled was the big, huge sign at Mount Rushmore that said, no carving on the rock. And I was like, but isn't that like exactly what y'all did? Are you telling me I can't get my pocket knife out and whittle a little likeness of Donald Trump right now? Like you're telling me that I can't do that? And does anybody want to talk about the fact that Crazy Horse looks a whole lot like George Washington? I'm like, did y'all check that out on that one hill before you start carving on this one? Because those boys look a whole lot alike. Just saying. Anyway, it was a gorgeous trip. I'm glad that we got to share it together. We've had a big time. So now we got to get there and strangle that trailer. I'm telling you, there's so much stuff we got to do in that trailer. Why don't you go out there and do first assessment of drums and stuff, and then I'll come out and help you with speakers. Because that sounds like that would happen first. What part of Alabama? Dothan. And James Reed, if you're still watching, we're trying to come to Florida the end of September, first week of October. So line me up some gigs. Because we got a wedding to perform while we're down there. So we figure we might as well go down there and pick and grin while we're at it and hang out with you. So let us know. In the meantime, check me out on SarahBethTerry.com. Order a t-shirt or a pic or a sticker or something that puts gas in the tank. We appreciate it. We'd like to thank our sponsors, L8 Hoochie Hooch Distillery and CDX Records. We appreciate y'all. Yes, absolutely, Regina. If you bring your guitar, I'd be happy to sign it. I'll even sign it in a silver one. I'll pick whatever marker you want. I don't care. And but anyway, we'll be there, and we're starting that show at 6:30 on Friday tonight. That's tomorrow night. That is tomorrow. We keep trying to make it Saturday, but it's not. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Friday the 4th. So anyway, happy birthday Eve to America. I'm gonna go get the chickens put away for the night and start working on this trailer and see if I can't pack us up another Pelican case to take on the road. I'm telling you, I don't even know what my own bed looks like. Last night, it was strange to me. But in the meantime, I just wanted to brag on a big old cucumber that I grew all by myself from a seed. Yes, I did. Look how big it is. And girthy. Don't be dirty. It's just a cucumber. Anyway. So I'm going to go help Sean Darling because he is the best husband in the world, and he's been working really hard with just one arm for the past 2 weeks. And I got to keep in mind, Sarah, he's only been out of that wreck for 6 weeks. So we've got to, like, take it easy on Sean. I'm working him like a mule. But in the meantime, I'm in the middle of a menopausal hot flash, and I'm trying not to melt right here in the middle of this camping chair on the porch. I'm going to finish this cigarette, have this L8, and then go out there and work. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Well, anyway, I love you, and I mean it, and there ain't a damn thing that you can do about it. Keep your Bible open and your powder dry and your head on a swivel. And as always, friends, remember, I'm Sarah Beth Terry, and you're not. Bye.